Tom Maluga came to church and challenged us to consider taking a child into our home for a short period of time.
We didn't know when, we didn't know the timing, we didn't know the circumstances, but we prayed that that's what we wanted to do. We're open to doing that, God.
Safe Families was started to address some gaps in the current child welfare system where things happen where parents are not able to care for their children.
When I was going through when my mom was doing the things she was doing to me, I'm frantic and I'm like paranoid because like my next option was to run out the house. So when I ran out the house, I didn't know where I was going. I just was going somewhere, you know, as long as my feet could take me.
I got a call from a DCFS investigator who was at court and saying that she had a teenage girl who she didn't feel good about sending her home to her mother. She wasn't sure it would be a safe situation.
When we got a call from Tom and he said he had a young lady that needed a home short term and would we be willing to take her, and we said yes. We really felt like the Lord was asking us to do something more for him and that we could do that. We had some extra space in our home and we felt that everything we have has been given to us, you know, by the Lord, and we need to use our resources.
You know, she came from a hopeless situation. You know, her mom was in a hopeless situation. I think her grandparents, her grandmother was in a hopeless situation.
God really snatched her out of her world and brought her into our world, which is quite different from where she came from.
I was in a band trip and I called my mom to just tell her I was at the hotel, everything was going well. She's like, oh, well, we have this new girl who's gonna come over with us for a couple days. And I was all like, sweet, this is gonna be cool.
You know, and I met Tom and Belle for the first time. And from there, just real good. I just introduced myself and I connected real good. Mom and Pops, they was really welcoming.
With my two brothers and my sister gone, it's kind of nice to have Shamika here. It kind of livens up the place, because otherwise it'd be really quiet.
God has a plan for our lives. He obviously has an incredible plan for Shamika's life.
We want to see her do well. We want to see her do well in school. We want to see her make friends. We want to see her really accomplish the goal that she wants.
God has created her with some amazing, amazing gifts. She loves helping people. She loves older people. She loves kids. She's a great babysitter. And I'm just really excited to see what God is going to do in her life.
My relationship with Beth, my mom, is that it's been real great. I'll tell her anything and everything, you know, what goes down. And my relationship with Pops, aka Tom, it's good, you know. I never had a father figure in my life, so.
I think it's a good thing for her to have a man, so to speak, to look up to, or to be the head of the household, because that was a concept that she had no idea about.
Both of us have had to do a lot of growing through this experience. I would say Tom has grown in learning how to be hospitable. I've grown in being patient and being understanding and trying to really love another person.
And you have those, you know, the joys and the frustrations just like you do with any other child.
The Hutchinsons have had a tremendous impact on Shamika in a wide variety of ways. Probably what is nearest and dearest to me is just the spiritual impact that this family has had. They're very, very committed to Christ and have lived that out before Shamika.
My first adventure was going to camp, Silver Birch Ranch, and doing, like Mom said, doing horseback riding and go-karting and running into the tree.
We worked on teaching her how to swim. That was a lot of fun. Took her tubing. Even though she can't swim, she has the guts enough to put on a life jacket and get dragged behind a boat.
Shamika would freak out whenever she got in the water. She'd scream. And she'd always want Joe by her side, holding on to Joe, making sure that she wasn't alone.
And so she really is just one of us in terms of kidding each other, joking, you know, just kind of living together, enjoying life together.
Shamika is a lot of fun, and she's very outgoing.
Played Chinese checkers, you know, card games, and really just did with her the same kinds of things we do with all of our kids.
That's a lot of fun, to see her have a lot of firsts.
I was talking on the phone with Tom, and he shared with me that Shamika had made a decision.
We got up from the kitchen table and walked into the living room where it's quieter. And we just prayed together for a few minutes, and that was, I think, April 18th.
I knew about God, but when I decided to recommit to Him,
I think that day was certainly one of the key moments when it became more apparent to her just what God had in mind for her.
my faith, it has grown stronger, and I have come to realize that He is God and He is powerful, the Almighty.
Our vision is to raise up a movement of families obeying the commands of Christ, to be a people of compassion, opening their hearts and homes to people, and really being a spiritual extended family to people in their community where families go into crisis.
But to reach out to people and really try to be Christ for them is something we're called to do. So I'd encourage really everyone to pray about it real seriously.
The Hutchinsons didn't just share a message, they shared their home, they shared their lives, they shared their heart with her.
I just want to tell everybody, I mean everybody, a lot of kids need you. A lot of kids. I don't want to hear that, oh, I don't know if we have time to do it. I don't know if we should do it. Because that's not what God wants you to hear. God wants you to do it. So go ahead and get those kids.